is Epic Coder, and today I'm gonna be coding with you guys since this is actually way too hard. So mistakenly I made a variable in my last video called direction, but no, it's my last game. But I just figured out there was direction already, and it took me the wrong way. So make sure to get that correct, unlike me. So the first thing we're going to do is give this guy some operators. So we're going to go to events and grab this block and get a forever loop. Get an if thing. We're going to go to sensing so we can make turn around in an angle of some sort. So we're going to say perhaps an right arrow and make him turn 5 degrees to the right, and make sure to symbol it turning right and left. So perhaps we're gonna make turn 5 degrees of some sort, and get another block and go to something and do this thing again. Left arrows. These are if you take plots, these are how plots work. Sometimes you can take it into negatives. Left arrow means to the negative side, and right arrow means to the positive side. And so in a vertical number plot, higher means positive, and lower means up means positive, and down means negative. Right now I think we're fine. So you can get this also for the left, but you have to say -5. So it takes the command. So I'm going to put this. And as you can see, when I click this, my thing turns around. Like that. Now I want to make it move forward when it's turning around like that. See, it's not just going it's not turning around all that. It's turning around simple. And yes, this is part 1. The next part is the zombies. So this is my shooter, and he's done. But he's not done yet. Today is the shooter and the bullet. And bullet is a thing, and I'm going to take a pause for a while after I'm done with this guy. So then we're going to grab an if-then statement, go to sensing, and get a click up arrow, and we're 4 steps. Yes? 4. Okay, so we're gonna get this thing and say 4 steps. Wow, 3 minutes is already over. Wow. And we're gonna get another thing and say -4 steps. Now we gotta no. Sorry. I'm gonna get another thing and just put this inside since I already got it. And get a 1 down arrow. Okay. So what this does is let me move around like this. Now we gotta make sure that it spawns over here, and that's in the next step. So let's design our bullet. I'm just going to design it and come back to you. And you want to make sure that you name your thing shooter, so the computer is familiar it's a shooter game. Well, you don't need to. Okay, so I just created the bullet, and we want to make sure that when green flag is clicked, it hides unless I want it to. So first we're going to go to the events and get this block and go to the looks and say hide. So now let's hop into this. Now what you need to do here is, if you want to make your bullet shoot, you're going to get an event, get this green flag, and get a forever loop over here. And inside the forever loop, you're going to put an if-then loop, and then go to sensing and say I want space since I'm familiar with space. And say, go to control. And down here it says create a clone of options. And I'm gonna go into the options and it says bullet. And I named a bullet. If you didn't name it anything, it's just gonna say sprite 2. So I'm gonna click on bullet. And now I don't want it to clone very fast and fluent. I want it to wait perhaps like what I said is 0.35 seconds. And now it's not just gonna shoot right now, it's just giving it a command. But the bullet doesn't know that it has to go here. So what we need to do in the bullet is program it to. So now what we're gonna do for this one, go to control, and down here it says when I start as a clone, show, because you want it to show, of course it's just gonna hide and nothing's gonna happen. So we want a show, and then you're gonna get a go to motion, and it says yeah, go to random position. We're not gonna say random position, but go to shooter, and shooter is sprite 1 technically because I named it again, so it's just easier to name it shooter. And now what you're gonna do is get this point in direction and go to sensing, and this is where I made my mistake. Get this off block, put it inside, and you're gonna say it doesn't give you a direction, so I'm gonna go to motion and get this direction. I hope it works. No, this is not it, sorry. You're gonna go to variables and make a variable called direction, and direction, and make it for all sprites. And now it gives you direction. Click on that of. Now it takes you here and it shoots out, as you can see, of a shooter. And now what you're gonna repeat this until it touches the edge. So you're gonna get this, repeat until, and get a touching edge block, and it's somewhere down here. It's touching. Okay, there. Touching edge block, and say go to motion and say move. I'm gonna take it into decimals now. 15.5 steps. And then you're gonna go to control and say delete this clone. So when it goes into the edge, it stops automatically, of course. And now let's test it out. So now I can go around, and now it's not pointing in my direction. See, it's doing that. We never said of the gun. So what you need to do now is, why isn't it doing this? Since we forgot to do one thing. This is where I made my mistake in my other game, of course. I forgot to click on direction properly. So now I'm just gonna do this. After you start moving around like that, it shoots in the direction you want it, since you got the variable called direction. Now it's shooting all you want. Yeehaw. And as you can see over here, the gun is turning red. Not sure why that's happening, but that shouldn't be happening. Okay, I'm just gonna move my thing. Okay, so that's how you do that, and just because I touched my filming area, it stopped my thing. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, because the next part of this video is going to be coming up soon, because I don't want to do everything. The next part is the zombies part, making it shoot him, and we're going to use something familiar we always use. So make sure to keep a track on that, and see you.